All right. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. With Thunderdome here, we're going to be playing aircraft carrier survival. And if you've watched very many of my videos and stayed, up to date and paid attention to the channel, you've noticed I haven't streamed in over a month. Well, that's because I took a little short vacation and I went across the pond to Sweden with a friend of mine, and we got back a few days ago, and I haven't played any games really since then. Um, I actually took my laptop with me and played some stuff while I was gone, but this is the first one back at home. This game came out on April the 22nd of last year. I think I had it a little earlier than that with the prologue. Aircraft Carrier Survival had a prologue, which it did a first 2 or 3 missions of the tutorial maybe. So this is our captain. We're going to pick these your starting orders. Okay, so assemble a temporary damage control team from off-duty crew members. The team will appear in the random section below deck. Prioritize. Okay, we're going to go with the damage control. I like the idea of
Hard work is what keeps the ship moving.
hard work is what keeps the ship moving. All right, we believe you, buddy. Let's pick our guy here. Where can we do the hat at? Do we get a hat? Hair and hat. Visor cap. Let's do a hat. We'll do that one. Alright. Now let's get in here. This is the third time I've done this video. I messed it up because I haven't done it for a little while. I was all screwy. But this is the Pearl Harbor docks. Your strike group will return here after each mission in preparation for the next. In-game currencies, that's up on the top left. I don't know why these orange things aren't lined up. Get familiar with Pearl Harbor? Okay, we'll do that. We'll start with the crew. Alright, we want to get one more officer and one more crewman. Start with the crewman first. We'll pick this guy right here. And you can see each one of these platoons of guys. And there'll be another one pop over right there. Let's click him. Alright. And now officers. We want to get this blue guy. And we'll slap him up there. Now we want to go to the carrier. Upgrade the carrier. We want to increase hangar capacity by 3. So we want to get one more torpedo bomber, 2 more fighters. Alright. Now we've got 2 upgrade points and 7 command points. Carrier. We can do increased radar range of 80 miles. We can do an increased AA station. We'll do that. Increase AA station. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go ahead and launch our mission here. Click the launch button, brings you to here, to the mission selection screen. You can undertake any mission shown on the map, and each of which is represented by a dot. Click these dots for more information. Wake Forest or Wake Island Rescue. Wake Island is under attack. The strike on Pearl Harbor, the Imperial Japanese Navy continues its offense on U.S. and British overseas territories, launching a surprise attack on the garrison at Wake. Our embattled forces are in the area. Launching a surprise attack on the garrison on Wake. Our embattled forces in the area may be insufficient to defend the island's base, and now low visibility prevents an effective counterattack. They face defeat without your support. Also, a visiting U.S. cabinet official is trapped on the island. It is up to you to rescue him. First, you must defeat the enemy carrier coordinating attacks on the island before launching a rescue mission to save the civilian VIP. So we need to destroy a minimum of 3 enemies, that's ships, and maximum squadrons loss of only 2. We practiced, well, we didn't really practice. We've restarted this video 3 times. And we lost a torpedo bomber got shot down. And 4 of our damn fighters, we weren't in the recovery area. We didn't recover them in time, and they crashed into the sea. 4, so we would have not got that. Finish the mission within 20 hours. Okay, here we go. Alright, so right as soon as we start this, load into the game, we're going to pause the game.
Wake Island has just been attacked by the Japanese Navy, Admiral. There is a White House official on the island, visiting our base there. We cannot get to him while the island is under fire, so we need to find the exact location of the enemy carrier attacking the base and destroy it. Once
And that's about where they are.
We will have a short space of time within which to carry out the rescue. You must launch a rescue mission to the base, where our men will take the VIP on board for a safe return to our carrier.
Alright, so that's it. Alright, pause. Did that pause it? Yes. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run this captain up top to do 2 airstrikes. So click on him right here.
On the double.
Now, excuse me. Identify targets as 1 dive bomber. We're going to bring a dive bomber up onto the deck. While he moves over there, we're going to prepare this dive bomber on these guys right here. And we're going to bring them back to right here. We're going to click confirm. Alright, now we're going to move our ship over here. Okay. Now, we'll go back to our captain.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Started the time. Identify target. Launch. Now we're going to send out 2 fighter squadrons. Then we're going to go back and check that our captain got up top. We're going to set 2 airstrike missions. And we're going to launch 2 airstrike missions just as fast as we can. Enemy scouts.
Launch aircraft.
Alright. Well, that's good because we got the fighters coming to the flight deck. As soon as the second group starts getting on there,
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
here we'll click launch.
Start engines.
Get out of here. Alright. We'll go ahead and put 2 more fighter aircraft on the deck. And that's after these guys. Yeah, there we go. Switch to our crew. Let's put this medical guy right
Issue a
there.
fighter squadron on the deck.
Let's put that medical guy right there. Alright,
Issue a
so
fighter
now,
squadron on the deck.
alright, we're going to go ahead and launch our cap. Now we're going to prepare an airstrike. 1 airstrike. Right there. Okay, so attack and defensive maneuvers number 5 at 125%. Alright, so attack and maneuvers plus 5 of number 3 if it's supportive. We'll do that one. Alright, now defensive all previous ones. And then we'll do 1 more. So we have 3 torpedo bombers, 1 dive bomber. and we'll do defensive bombing. We're going to have them all land in this same area. We've already got our ship moving that way. What's our speed at? We'll go slow.
Stand by to start engine.
Torpedo bomber, torpedo bomber, torpedo bomber, dive bomber,
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
dive bomber, dive bomber.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
Enemy scouts have been destroyed. Alright,
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
alright.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron
We've got
on
an
the
hour
deck.
and 3 minutes to recover those fighters. So
Issue
we're
a
going to
dive bomber squadron on the deck.
launch this airstrike.
Start engine.
Launching an active mission. Okay, so now we're going to switch it to recover after that. Oh man, we lost the fighters. Look. Yeah, we lost 2 fighters already. Alright. Your strike group is out of the mission's recovery area. Let's just speed this sucker up.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and prepare the airstrike. We're going to do the same one.
On your command.
Of course, the plane crashed. Didn't sink anything, but we did hit the carrier once, okay? Let's get these planes recovered. No, we don't need to. Okay. That was the last one. Alright, 3 dive bombers, 3 torpedo bombers.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
3.
Issue a
One
torpedo
more.
bomber squadron
Alright.
on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
Airstrike will be back in an hour and
Issue
14
a
minutes.
dive
We
bomber
should be back
squadron on the deck.
about ready to launch these suckers.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Tactical map.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Alright, let's launch these guys.
Stand
Got
by to
43
start engine.
minutes. Let's slow this time down and see what the tactical map. Now they're ready to recover. Alright, we'll go ahead and put our flight deck in recovery mode. And as soon as they launch, it'll switch and then we'll recover our airstrike. There we
Stand
go.
by to recover aircraft.
Tactical map information updated. Your fleet has been detected by the enemy. Carrier is under attack. From where?
New objective complete.
we
Issue a
get 2
fighter
fighters
squadron
on the deck.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Launch aircraft. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
We'll go ahead and put up another cap.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
Camera shows there didn't find any enemies.
Start engines.
Alright, now we'll go ahead and do our airstrike on a cruiser. Let's slow this ship down. Land the airstrike first,
Stand by to recover aircraft.
then this guy. Alright, we shut the scouts down, but there's still 4 guys coming.
Stand by to recover aircraft. Stand by to recover aircraft.
Submarine is in the area.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Stand by to start engine.
One of each.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Start engine. Stand by to recover aircraft. a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Make sure it's in the recovery area.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
We got our airstrike on the tactical map updated. Let's go ahead and refuel. Additional 7% efficiency when assigned to any department. Lone Wolf. Grants additional 10% issue when assigned to a department by itself. Grants additional 10% efficiency when assigned to damage control. We'll do that. Alright, good. Now, we got 12 and 6. We want to update our carrier now. How many we have left? 2. Hangar capacity we did, crew slots we did, officer slots we did. We need AA and radar. So we'll do radar right now. And then we got 12 of these, so we'll go to the aircraft. Oh boy. Fighters. We always losing these fighters, so we got 9 of each of these, and we got. All right. Manage their escorts. Okay. We just get to basically 3. Cargo sinking, the cap, and the resupplying squadrons. We could have done that with those fighters, but we didn't. We didn't think about it. We haven't played it in a while, and we forgot. All right, just 1 second. All right, so. Excuse me. Essex. I'd like to get one of those Essex. We already got the Lexington. That's the class we're using. We're using the Saratoga, but this one has 3 plane elevators. This one has 3. 8 deck slots, 7. 82 sections below decks, and 11 island rooms versus 10 versus 9. All right. Escorts, we've got that set up. Aircraft, we've got 12, 9, and 9. Crew, we didn't get any more crew. We used most all our points. Let's see what kind of mission we have. What's that say? We managed to counteract Japanese onslaught on Wake Islands, but the fleet's still stalked the surrounding waters. Aside from the casualties and the destruction it caused, the conflict also disrupted our usual supply chains in the island to the island, leaving our bases there severely low on supplies. The cargo fleet is on its way to replenish their depleted stores. And reinforce our defenses. Our intelligence warns of enemy vessels in the vicinity. It's up to you to defend our supply fleet and lead it safely to its destination. Escort our supply ships to Wake Island. So we need to destroy 6 enemies. Can't lose no more than 6 squadrons and finish the mission within 2 days and 8 hours. Alright. We'll do it. We'll do it! USS Saratoga. Saratoga never got sank, I don't believe.
Admiral, we have been ordered to provide escort for our cargo vessels. They are headed to Wake Island to deliver supplies to our base there. Your task is to ensure that the ships arrive safely at their destination. We have received reports of unidentified vessels near the island. They might be hostile, sir, so we must proceed with caution.
Alright, we're going to pause this right away. We're going to go to our island. We're going to look at our map first. Okay, we're right here. Transport's right there. So we're going to send an identified target right off the bat to this joker. And we're going to recover him right here. Alright, so 2 dive bombers. And we'll unpause it.
Issue a dive
Go
bomber
back to the
squadron on the
island.
deck.
Identify target missions. And then we'll send him down here.
Full focus now. Time to work. Better get to it. Full focus now. On the double.
I was already ready, sir. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to bring 2 fighters up, put a cap up.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Oh no! No, not dive bombers. Yeah, that's right.
Launch
Launch
aircraft.
aircraft. These are fighters.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
Oh, the identity target is
Issue
only
a
one
fighter squadron on
dive
the deck.
bomber. Counter submarines. Alright. We'll do another dive bomber real
Issue a
quick.
dive bomber squadron on the deck.
And we'll launch.
Start engine.
Slow down. We need to put this guy over here. Where's that gamer's control guy? Let's go ahead and hit the map. Guy's got to be recovered in here. All right.
Start engines.
Alright, we got identified target up.
Issue
We're
a
gonna go
dive
ahead and
bomber
launch it.
squadron on the deck.
Slow down, go back to map. We got one back here. We'll go ahead and send him out.
Stand by to start engine.
Alright.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Alright.
Launch aircraft.
Launch aircraft, now recover. Allied forces are in danger. What Allied forces? Carrier's under attack. From what?
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Recovery zone. Alright, well, we need to pick up speed here, don't we? Oh man. Can't do that.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Start engines. Stand by to recover aircraft.
We need to pick these suckers up.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Sir, a member of your staff requires urgent medical aid. Have a DC team transport to the infirmary. Sir, a member of your staff requires urgent medical aid. Have a DC team transport to the infirmary.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Awaiting orders.
land.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
There is a fire below deck. Sir, damage control is needed.
Ready.
Fire at? Right there. Oh, he's on it already.
On your command. Awaiting order. Ready.
Can you tell him to go down there? No.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Start engine.
Admiral, we're taking water. You should send DC
On your
teams to pump
command.
it out. Admiral, we're taking
Awaiting
water.
orders.
You should send DC teams to pump it out.
Where are we taking water from?
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Launch aircraft.
It's a escrow carrier. We didn't lose any planes.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Stand by to start
Admiral, the
engine.
section below deck has malfunctioned. Send DC teams
On
now.
your command. Ready.
Key is that? I don't know.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
group is outside the zone.
There is a fire below deck. Sir, damage control is needed.
Awaiting orders.
There is a fire below deck. Sir, damage control is needed. Admiral, section has shut down due to damage. It'll take a while to repair. Best to send DC teams right away. Admiral, the sickbay section has shut down. Without medical attention, your crew are at a huge risk. Repair the section. Resume healing your injured staff.
Ready. On your command.
Floating. Alright, now.
Awaiting orders.
repairs.
Ready. Awaiting orders. On your command.
Is it going
Ready.
up there? He's running down the flight deck.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Alright, we got it taken care of. Done got those guys out. Heavy carrier. We can't attack at midnight. Alright, we have everything. Alright. Video of us attacking the aircraft carrier. Little ship. That's a supply ship. Alright. Now we've been detected by the enemy. New enemies found. A light carrier. We're recovering aircraft. Enemy scouts. Plane wreckage on the flight deck. Where does plane wreckage at?
On your command.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
One of the airstrikers are still left.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
escorts under attack. Allied forces are in danger. Oh man, we fucked that up. Counter scouts, we can't get 12 minutes.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Start engines.
Heavy cruiser. Two fighters, one fighter. One fighter, 1, 2, and 3. 1,
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
2, 1, 2.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Stand by to start engine.
Sir, a member of your staff requires urgent medical aid. Have a DC team transport him to the infirmary.
Ready.
Sir, a member of your staff requires urgent medical aid. Have a DC team transport him to the infirmary.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Oh, we sunk the carrier. I thought it was the heavy carrier. I think it just shows this random ass video every time it doesn't show that crew unit is injured. don't think we can launch in the dark. Carries on low supplies.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Not launch at night.
Move the dive bomber squadron back to the hangar.
Run out of fuel. God.
Full focus now.
I lost the whole strike group. Yep, there they go. Boop. In the water. Damn it.
Time to work.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Launch aircraft.
Oh man, they're coming to attack me.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Issue a fighter squadron on the deck. Start engine. Issue a dive bomber
Fire
squadron
below
on the
deck.
deck.
Sir, damage control is needed.
Awaiting orders.
Move the dive bomber squadron back to the hangar. Stand by to recover aircraft. Stand by to recover aircraft. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
There is a
Issue
fire
dive
below
bomber
deck.
squadron on the
Sir,
deck.
damage control is needed. Admiral, we're taking water. You should send DC teams to pump it out.
On your command.
There is a fire below deck.
Clear the
Sir,
flight deck and
damage
prepare for
control
takeoff.
is needed.
Ready. Awaiting orders. On your command.
All right, I took a little bit of a break and ate some food for about an hour, but we're rolling right along. The transports, heavy carrier is right on it. It's 1 o'clock. Dive bomber, fighter, fighter. Got some damage control stuff going on. Those are repair guys. Okay, so we need repair guys.
Awaiting orders. Ready. On your command. Awaiting orders.
All right. We've got to put these fighters up.
Move the fighter squadron back to the hangar.
And we've got to send out 2 airstrikes on this heavy carrier. Target locked, heavy cruiser. Oh, carrier. All right, 3 and 3. And we're just going to cut straight left for our fleet. Okay. Now I gotta get dive bomber. Oh, that's a fighter. Okay, so dive bomber. Speed this up.
Move the fighter squadron back to the hangar.
Torpedo bomber.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck.
Torpedo bomber. We gotta wait till that.
Issue a
There
torpedo
it is.
bomber squadron on the deck.
Alright.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
More.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
Launch. Okay, so we have.
Stand by to start engine.
Now, are they ready to go? Are they getting repaired? No, they're getting. They're ready to go. All right. So we're gonna launch another airstrike right after that. Enemy scouts were detected. But we're not actually able to. Free cap. We're gonna use that. These guys up.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
Tactical map updated. Okay.
Issue a fighter squadron on the deck.
All right, now. Torpedo bomber. Torpedo bomber. Torpedo bomber.
Start engines.
Oh, we don't have. Oh, we can't. We don't have any. We only have total of 3 dive bombers. Okay. We can replenish 2. Can't we? All right. All right. So we still got that heavy carrier, but we can't. Yeah, we can't. All right. Dive bombers.
Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a torpedo bomber squadron on the deck.
Come on.
Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Issue a dive bomber squadron on the deck. Launch aircraft.
Sir, a member of your staff requires urgent medical aid.
On
Have
your
a DC
command.
team transport him to the infirmary.
Shut up, Bunny. He ain't doing nothing to you. Shut up. Okay, you shut up. You stay right there. My dog's fighting. Almost. Big dog was moving the blanket.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
All right.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
All right, we're doing okay. We sank the heavy cruise carrier. We detected an enemy. Slow down. Airstrike will be recovered. Lost another plane.
Stand by to recover aircraft.
Extra dive bomber now. But we'll go ahead with this setup 5 and we can get it. I don't think we can. Not launch at night. Yeah, we can't. It's okay. Alright, let's cancel that then. Medals. We didn't get any medals. Choose We need a guy. All right. Now, aircraft. Yeah, that's all of them. But we can upgrade our carrier. To get to Yorktown, we need radar range and anti-aircraft guns. We'll do the anti-aircraft guns. We get the same escorts. Our aircraft are, I mean, we can't help it really, but we're going to stop this episode here, actually. We're at an hour and 15 minutes almost. Well, you know, it was a rough start for the first episode of this series, but, you know, it's a fun game. I haven't played in quite a while. Like I said, I've been to Sweden, so I haven't played anything in the U.S. for, you know, a couple of weeks maybe. But that's fine. I'll see you. Thanks for joining me for this episode, a beginning episode of the series for aircraft carrier survival. And I'll see you in episode 2 here shortly.